Bill Ackman's spin to wealth. When this man speaks, you better listen. Bill Ackman has amassed $1 billion and is a billionaire with a B through his hedge funds, although he isn't widely renowned for his hedging strategies. Ackman's Pershing Square fund is often ultra long, maintaining a small number of very big stock positions. He typically invests between $500 million and $1 billion in a few companies of which he has tremendous conviction at the moment. When he's not hedging funds, he's spinning wealth and teaching others a great deal about it. Here are some of these mind-blowing yet calming instructions on getting the bag, owning it, and growing it. Number 1. Figure out how to invest. According to Ackman, the key to becoming a great investor is educating yourself on the subject. You can achieve this by reading about and adopting the strategies of great value investors, or by viewing videos of these investors and absorbing their insights. Ackman believes that a savvy investor has to have the ability to tell the difference between a great business, a good business, a fair business, and a bad business before making an investment. He suggests that young investors obtain some hands-on experience by taking a job with a company in which they're interested. When viewed through the lens of the global financial community, Bill Ackman's investment strategy has been met with equal parts praise and criticism. Around 60% of Ackman's holdings are in dividend-paying firms. Therefore, the billionaire has made over 30% annually on his investments because of a selection of stable businesses. This strategy is comparable to the one utilized by Warren Buffett because it provides a steady income regardless of the state of the market. Thus, Bill Ackman's fund generates regular income that he can reinvest in the market or use for personal purposes. It's great to copy his investment style, but tread carefully if you're not in proximity and can't see how the back end of his businesses is handled. But if you're sure you want to proceed with his style, here are a few pointers he follows like a ritual. His portfolio consists of no more than 15 stocks. He favors listed firms with a market capitalization of between $2 billion and $10 billion, and those with a market cap of over $10 billion. As an investment manager, his focus is on long-term investment plans rather than day-to-day operations. He was an early proponent of the metric known as Return on Invested Brain Damage, ROIBD, which is used to assess whether or not a thorough examination of a company is warranted, based on a comparison of the potential profitability of various investments. He has zero concern for failing businesses and bankruptcies. Number 2. Know where to put your money. According to Ackman, you shouldn't put your money into companies whose future is uncertain, and instead focus on those with a solid track record. You don't need to make 100% a year to have a fortune. You just need to invest at an attractive return of 10 to 15% over a long period of time, and your money will grow very significantly, he says. Ackman believes that investors should avoid risky investments and instead put their money into the publicly traded stock in established companies that have met specific requirements to become public. He recommends spending money on enterprises that anyone can learn about and run. There are lots of businesses in which you don't understand how they make money. Even if they've had a great track record, I would avoid them. Another very important criteria is that you'd want to invest at a reasonable price. It may be a fabulous business that's done very well over a long period of time, but if you pay too much for it, you're not going to earn a very good return. Number 3. Conquer difficulties. Many of the most successful individuals around the world, according to Ackman, experience catastrophic setbacks every once in a while. He thinks that their strength comes from being able to overcome challenges. Ackman encourages investors to remain patient and be willing to wait for better days to come, despite the fact that these times may be difficult. That which prevents us from succeeding is referred to as a barrier. Every investor needs to be aware of the challenges that they face on the road to success. The very first step in overcoming obstacles is to recognize them for what they are. Still, many people have trouble getting ahead because they keep making the same mistakes with their investments. The most common cause is that they haven't figured out what holds them back from achieving investment success. The challenges outlined here are only a sampling of the many that can arise for any given investor. When you look at the most successful people in the world, There aren't many that haven't had a major failure. If you read the stories of the financially successful people you know, they've had a failed business and they've lost everything and they've hung on. There are lots of examples of people who had huge adversity, and how you deal with adversity is what determines your ultimate success, as opposed to how you deal with success determines your ultimate success, says Ackman. And that's it, guys. Hope you had a lot of fun exploring Ackman's rules that he uses to spin wealth and make investments. Do make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to be in the loop when we come up with more interesting content.